In this video, we're going to be using the Wet the Face Grapefruit Tangelo soap and the Defender for a dome shave. Stay tuned. Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host CDB. Thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. And as mentioned before, today we're going to be using Wet the Face Grapefruit Tangelo. There's a look at the label. I have a sample that was sent to me by my buddy Chris Garcia. Thank you so much, Chris. He knew I would like this one, and I do. The scent for me, it's not a citrus smash between the eyes. Like, it's not gonna, come out of the tub and punch you in the eyes. But when you start lathering it, I think you get more scent. It's slightly under medium. I would call it on the light sort of end, close to medium, but not quite. But I do like the scent. We'll put the notes right there for you. We have bergamot, grapefruit, tangelo, really nice scent. It's just not super stout. We'll put the ingredients right here for you so you can look at those ingredients. I've used the Wet the Face soap before. I have no problems at all with it. I think it's a fine soap. It comes to you $12.95 for 4 ounces on our cost chart right there. That is $2.32 an ounce, which is a good price. And again, today we're using a sample sent by Chris Garcia. So thank you, Chris. We're going to be using the Defender razor today for a head shave. And every time I use this, people are like, where'd you get the green blade? These are old. So I had a lot of them that were still laying around that I never used because I used the leaf a lot. So I still have old blades that I'm using. Anyway, let's wet the dome here. And this is just plain water. And then we're going to apply a little bit of the cube because I'm still trying to wear down that cube. I got to tell you, I'm shooting this on Tuesday morning. And today, the weather, we finally got some of that weather that belongs up north. Or not quite this far down. But anyway, we got some of that snow that they were getting. It wasn't a ton, but it was enough to make the roads quite messy this morning. So I took my wife to work, but just because the back roads were a mess, the primary roads were okay. They had done some work on them, but it was, a lot of slushy buildup on the roads, and her car is not probably all that great in the snow. So I went out there and shoveled and salted and took her to work. And that black stuff you're seeing there is just the activated charcoal off the cube. And let's rinse our hand here. Anyway, I have lived in here in West Virginia, close to Charleston, is where I live. And all but 4 years of my 50 years have been spent here. So I'm not averse, or excuse me, I am accustomed to cold weather because it does get cold here, but I don't like it. Just because you get it every single year doesn't mean you like it. And honestly, apart from the time I was in the military, which was 4 years, I've always, dealt with the cold and snow and so on that we get. We don't get a ton of snow, or at least we haven't in recent years. This year we've got more snow than we have for the last number of years. It snowed more times, and today it was just slightly messy outside. It wasn't terrible, but, it did require some extra care, shoveling, salting, all that kind of stuff. But anyway, as I've gotten older, I appreciate that weather less and less, and the preparation that you have to do, it just sort of gets on my nerves. And if you're seeing little fuzz balls, it's because when you have like a day of growth and you put on like a winter hat of some sort, it'll grab onto any little thing you have, like in your clothes, like Velcro. And so that's what you might be seeing there if you see any of that. Anyway, soap smells great, by the way. When you lather it, I think it gets closer to that medium level. But anyhow, I'm accustomed to cold weather and snow, but I still don't like it. I did when I was younger. I do not now that I'm older, and you have to be places, and it's not quite as easy to deal with as it was when I was a young man, or at least I don't feel like dealing with it. It's not that big of a deal, but I don't find it to be all that much fun. I like to see it around Christmas time just for, and we did have a nice snow on Christmas, and it was quite nice to look at, picturesque, but honestly, I don't really like the cold weather. I like it when it's nice and you can just go outside in a pair of shorts and just sort of enjoy, you know. And you're probably asking, well, why you're still living there? Well, this is where family always was, and you know, family is important. Being close to family. And you know, my mom and dad moved away a few years ago, about 3 years ago now. But prior to that, they had lived here. And my daughter lives, you know, relatively close by. My in-laws live relatively close by. So I had family here. That's why I've lived here my whole life, apart from the time I was in the military. But I can tell you, I'm about 5 years from being able to retire from the current job that I do. And, you know, God willing, I hope to move to a warmer climate, maybe close to where my mom and dad live, if my wife wants to, you know. It all depends on her, of course, because her family, some still live here. Her parents live close by, but I think we both would like to live in a warmer climate that maybe doesn't get much snow, because we're just, you know, I don't know. You get tired of it. And like I said, we've been pretty fortunate the last few winters where we haven't got a ton of snow. But this year it snowed more than it has in recent years, and it's been a pain in the rump. All right, enough weather complaining. Let's talk about the shave here, which is going nice. You can see I'm having no problems with the Wet the Face soap here today. Nice lather on it. Smells very nice. One of the things I noticed is I was looking at the aftershave here, and I did shake it up, but there was sort of some, I don't know if you can see that. Lighting, you probably can't, but there's sort of some floaties in there, like white specks of things. I don't know what that is. Maybe that's the glycerin in it. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll have to ask the gentleman from Don from Wet the Face, because I noticed I saw it in one of my other Wet the Face aftershaves too. There's like, it's sort of milky in appearance, but there's some white floaties that are sort of floating around in there. And I'm not sure exactly what that is. I'm sure it's not an issue, because if it were an issue, it would have been addressed already. Don has been making these soaps for a number of years now, and aftershave, so I imagine if there was a problem, it would have already been addressed. But it's one of the things I have noticed, and I don't see that as much in other aftershaves. I've noticed that it was on both of the ones I have of his, so maybe we'll ask what that is. But I'm thinking maybe it's the glycerin. Not sure. But that was a nice first pass there. Let's remist the dome and just applying some hydration here. Hope everyone is doing well. Doing an extra head shaving video this week because people actually ask for it. Nice lather here, by the way. No problems at all. The brush, by the way, is the APShaveco. I call it White Wizard. That is 30 millimeter. And I do like using these big knots on the head because you're covering a lot more real estate up there. I just think it makes it nice to have a nice soft knot on the dome. And again, the soap is smelling great. I really do like the scent. So thank you very much, Chris Garcia, longtime supporter of the channel and friend. I think you nailed it with this one, Chris. And you probably cost me some money because I think I'll probably end up buying this soap. And thank you for the aftershave, by the way. Chris lives down in Florida, so if he had to deal with what I had to deal with this morning, which, by the way, is nothing compared to what you folks in New York and New Jersey and north of the Mason-Dixon. I live below the Mason-Dixon. But above that, which is just sort of a landmark here in the United States, they've been getting pounded with, like, you know, snow measured in feet, not inches. And here, I want to say maybe we had, it wasn't that much, maybe 5 inches or so. It was just enough. Really, the problem was that it got cold and it was very wet yesterday and everything froze. So it made it icy and kind of messy. But the folks up in New York, New Jersey, and all up in the Northeast got absolutely pounded with a ton of snow. So compared to them, we got off easy. So thank goodness. And if you are from that area, I hope that you have dug yourselves out okay. And I hope everything is all right. Hope you still have power. Some of these snows like this have a way of taking the power out, which makes it most unpleasant. All right. Very nice. Digging the soap, digging the scent. Overall, very nice experience, excuse me. I think this particular blade's probably on its last use here. It doesn't feel quite as keen as it used to, so we'll retire it after this one. Did I cut myself back there somewhere? Might have. That's rare for me to, can't see, but it's rare for me to get myself with a cart, but I guess it could happen. I may have cut a bump back there. It's certainly possible. Anything's possible when you're using a sharp blade, be it a cart or otherwise, but it's rarely do I see blood when I use the Defender head blade or Harry's on the dome. One of the reasons I like using it, but I can't really tell if I did or not because I can't really see it. But I may have scalped a bump, which do crop up from time to time on the dome. Let's get that area there. But other than that, I think it's been pretty nice. Don't really have any complaints, and if I did get myself, it's certainly no fault of the soap. It's always operator error, or at least that's the way I see it. All cuts are on me, as far as I'm concerned. But I can't really see where we've done too much damage, if any. Let's get the neck there. Never forget to get that neck. That neck. Can't be walking around with a neck like Wolfman if you're shaving the dome and getting the dome really nice and tight. If you have all sort of hair coming out of the back of your neck, sticking up, make sure to reach back there and grab that too. Make sure everything is cool on the neck, or at least that's what I like to do. This right here is my troubled area. Very difficult to get that spot, and this spot over here. Like that Mr. Burns area. I don't know why it's so difficult right here, but it is. And we will get that, pick up this little spot back here. A few little spots I'm feeling back there that I missed. Right in the middle of the back of my head, it's kind of difficult too. I have to hold it right here, get that spot. And with that, I believe we're finished. I think we've had a pretty decent shave. All right, let me rinse. We'll come back, get into the post. Stay tuned. All right, and we're back with the Magic Made by Witches. This is Thayer's Witch Hazel Cucumber. And I couldn't tell when I was rinsing there if I got myself there or not. I couldn't really see it. Maybe I'll see it when I edit it. But we did get a very nice level cue ball shave there. And that is always appreciated. So I was very, very happy with that. Thank you, Chris Garcia, the Grapefruit Tangelo by Wet the Face. Really good price on their soaps. This one, I really like it. Again, I don't think it's a citrus smash between the eyes. Like, it's not going to pop out of the tub and just go, hey, I'm here, I'm citrus, blam. It's more of a, it's a mellow citrus, but it smells very, very nice at the same time, and we'll probably get better scents when we slap on the aftershave. Defender razor, which I like using on the dome, worked very well. We had our APShaveco, I call it White Wizard, with a cashmere knot, Captain's Choice bowl, and let us finish the shave today with the, I don't know if you can see those floaties. Kind of hard to see. See that little speck right there? Can you see them? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know what that is, but maybe I'll ask Chris if he knows, and we'll see. But anyway, let's go ahead and apply it anyway. We'll see how this aftershave smells and feels. Ah, yeah. Woo, I like that. Yeah. That is right on time. Oh, yeah. I'm definitely getting more scent out of that, more of that citrus burst. Really, really nice combo. The aftershave kicks it up a notch, which is often the case. Very, very enjoyable. I am really digging the Aftershave. So this is a total winner, and I think I'll probably get the soap at some point as well, just because it's a scent that I really enjoy. It's an refreshing, invigorating scent. I want to thank everyone for joining me. As always, until next time, I've been your host, CDB, reminding you, it's your shave, do it your way, and as always, God bless.